Hello, thank you for joining me. Today is the anniversary of the death in 1962 of E. Cummings, one of America's most influential poets of the 20th century, best known perhaps because he tended not always to follow the rules of English grammar, so that one sentence would run into another without a full stop, or he would use lowercase letters where normally uppercase would be normal. For example, in his own name, he is lowercase e dot Cummings, and he sometimes makes up words. He doesn't follow the normal way of speaking and writing. He was brought up in a Christian home, and belief in God runs right the way through a great deal of his poetry, and in his journals he occasionally writes his own prayers, and the one that I like best goes like this: "May I be I" is the only prayer, not "may I be great or good or beautiful or wise or strong, but may I be I." I like that very much. And of course, if we're going to be beautiful and strong and wise and good and great and all those other things he said we shouldn't ask for, then the first step to that is to learn to be ourselves. That is the root, I think, of any strength or beauty that we may have. But he also delighted in the natural world. And my favourite poem starts like this: "I thank you, God, for most this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees, and a blue true dream of sky, for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes." And I feel like that affirmative yes at the end is a way of responding to this extraordinary world in which we live. But I think the fact that he makes up a word like greenly and puts a word like most in the wrong place is just to take away from us anything that might be predictable or expected. And his use of messing around with grammar and punctuation and so on is designed to disturb, to make us look at things differently. As one commentator on his writings suggests, it seems that Cummings thinks that if we look differently at words, then we'll look differently at the world. And I think that's a great skill, actually, because so often as we look around us, things are familiar and they don't have an impact on us worthy of what they are, because they are so ordinary as far as we're concerned. And if we can just get the ability to look at everything as if for the first time, as if it was fresh, as if we'd never seen it before, something which just disturbs us into that new way of looking at very familiar things, I think then we begin to discover a beauty that is even beyond what we see when we look at it in an ordinary sort of way. And I think when we do that, then we would want to join with Cummings in saying, "I thank you, God, for most this amazing day," and want to say to it, yes.